begin. The Warriors versus the Nets. The first game of the semifinals underway. And introducing your away team. First, at number 1, we have Jerry Chills Wells. Next, at number 6, we have Juan Shaw. Next, at number 11, we have Andre Robertson Jr. At number 24, we have Mabel McIntyre. And last but not least, we have number 2, L.J. Harris. And that is your starting lineup for the Nets.
You can't play this game and not start LJ. Correct. Let's just keep it a buck.
Correct.
And for your home team, the Warriors, we have number 31, Brooks Shoe. Next, we have number 30, Nico Sullivan Sr. Next, we have number 23, Harry Marshall. Next, we have number 24, Antonio Marshall. Last but not least, we have number 22, Tyree Mosley. And that is your starting lineup for the Warriors. Get ready for the jump.
And we are here for the semifinals of the K1 Sports. Man, I'm your boy, your black dove from above, Trey Deuce, and I got my boy, the GOAT, the most important man in my life. D-Sky, and we are underway. We got your Warriors versus Brooklyn Nets. D-Sky, what we looking at today, man? What we looking at today?
We looking at a lot of shooters. We looking at some athleticism. It's going to be a very tough semifinal game.
And the Warriors secure the first possession of the first semifinal game.
I'm ready. Listen. I'm ready for both games.
For sure. This one's going to be physical, though, for sure.
Harry Marshall with a nice snapback. First points of the game. Haven't seen him in a month of Sundays.
Yeah, he get his games that he need for the playoffs, and hey, he say I'm here when it matters the most.
I know that's right, man. Lavelle McIntosh passed to Chill Wills. Hey, man, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking forward to all 3 games. You got to think about it. No matter who wins.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good all the way around.
It's going to be a Chill Wills almost with the soft touch. Stolen again. Out of bounds. But, yeah, like either way it goes well. Either game can go well. Whether you got Warriors versus Spurs, Warriors versus Nets, Warriors versus Bucks, Spurs versus Nets, Spurs versus Bucks. You know, Nets versus Bucks. Either or, that can end up in that championship. And one thing I will say does not need to happen is letting that guy Tyree shoot all day.
Don't let him get comfortable early, for sure.
Because Quan Shaw with the 3 and it's bang, bang, bang. Happy Cinco de Mayo, people. To everybody that celebrates it. I know I kind of celebrate it, so today my name is Jorge. Kidding. Portray.
And it's a
Jorge Deuce. Is that Portrace? Portrace Deuce.
Can my name be Anita?
Yes.
Anita. Yeah, I like that. I like that. We got a special guest up here. She wants to be called Anita today with the air ball. Bye. That was a nice air ball, but recovered again. Back to what I was saying. We have a guest up here. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing splendid, Duff from above.
It was, you know, it's nice to see we have guests up here. I don't really, normally it's just me and Aaron up here. And she became like a real good bestie. But it's always nice to have guests up here.
Normally I'm just the table lady. So
No, not today.
I get to be from above like you guys.
It's different from up here. LJ with the deep 3 picked up by Andre Robinson. Little guy want to be the big dog, and he got that dog in him.
For sure.
Nice floater off the backboard. Andre Robinson Jr.
Great way to answer back after Antonio Marshall 3 in the
Oh my
corner.
gosh, they
on their last
definitely just scored, didn't they?
Yeah. And this is a nice.
It's a nice balanced match.
Yeah, like if you think
really
about
look at
it, everybody matches up. Even look at the bench.
Yeah.
Even the bench matches up. Nice soft touch by Tyree Mosley.
Because then you got size and
Speed
and some mid-range shooting for the Nets on the bench.
and deep shooting.
Then you got 3-point shooters waiting to get in for the Warriors. So yeah, it's definitely a well-rounded first game.
Oh, almost.
Smoke. Turkey.
It looked good. The move was good.
$1 million move with 10-cent finish.
Huh. Ain't worth a penny. So, and that's sending them to the line for 3 shots fouled at the 3-point line by Chill Wills. That's his first, team's first.
That'll be his first foul.
I told Marshall
Is Antonio Marshall.
right before this game started, we walked in the building at the same time. And I was like, what are we looking for here today? I said 25 and 5. And he said, yeah, combined. As in, he said he's making it to the championship. He said with both games combined. So that means he's pretty determined they're making it to the championship.
I mean, they're the defending champs. That's kind of the attitude you got to have when you come in. You know, you can't say nothing less than that because people will expect you to be there. Y'all lost one game, you know, so Schoon on the miss.
And it stays here because it's up Quan. And I don't know if you guys peep, seen a little jersey grabbing over here. And I don't mind.
They're getting hands.
No Diddy.
Right.
I don't mind a little hands on. And that's a corner 3 again by Tone Marshall. Yeah, man, you gotta say it. We talking about all guys here.
No bad boy.
Man. No puff.
No puff. That's really moving the ball. Oh,
Stolen, picked up by Harry. Harry, bold 3. Picked up by Miko Sullivan. That was a bold 3. Contested at that. Stolen and out of bounds. We might have to call a timeout.
yeah, it looked like his
No, he got his contact out.
knocked out.
Can we get a timeout here? Okay. And we did get a quick sub. We had a contact knockout, but he's all right. He went to the bathroom and he'll be back in 5 minutes. Corner tip. LJ looking at taking it coast to coast. And he does, but smokes it at the end. School. Trapped in the corner, but gets it out. We got Aaron playing in the PJs today. This guy's swag is different. And he was looking for the foul, but just got a quick and 1. I've had 4 missed calls in the last 5 minutes. Dre, long 2. Oh, they got it as a 3. Everybody shooting contested today. They bold statements. Bold statements. With Miko being guarded by LaVelle McIntosh, who had an excellent game last week. A nice slammer jammer.
And it stays with the Warriors.
A room shaker and a rim breaker.
Man. And I see my boy over there. Shout out to Cam Davis, who just recently got his bachelor's degree. He'll see us soon. But yeah, congratulations to him. They aren't here playing, but he is here to support. Oh. Sam, welcome to the backside.
Number 21. Aaron Hall, that'll be his first foul, team first.
And with just a quick 8 minutes into the game, we are at the score of 15-8. Warriors lead. LJ looking to make it to the rim again, and no good.
To go. That's a tough shot, but you know, LJ is a tough shot maker.
Yes, and for him not to make those tough shots looks very awkward. Oh, Tone hurry up and got back in.
Oh yeah, he had to get his vision right.
He said he had that first shot was just a warm up. Black showing something and smokes it. A lot of missed layups from this Nets team, which is very unusual. Rodney with the quick three, miss. Back out. Oh.
And we're going.
And this is actually not the Nets team that we actually look at.
Oh no,
moving too fast.
It's a lot of different tendencies being shown right now.
Yes. And he bodies his way to the rim. Doesn't get it to go, but gets the foul.
Foul will be assessed.
And that's another guy that get Miko is
that'll be his first foul.
That's one guy, man. That
he's a tough guard.
No, seriously.
Because when he's not shooting the lights out, he's
making it to that rim. He's gonna make it to that rim every time. And he misses both. He did make one. Pull up LaVelle. Oh, soft roll out. Brooks. Hey, he said, give me the ball. And it's a timeout for your Nets. And what we were saying was, nice low cross. Ronnie, he usually make those shots.
Big rebound for Stone.
Corner, Miko Sullivan, and that's a block.
And it is a blocking foul. Foul will be assessed to number 2. LJ his first foul, team third. Miko Sullivan, senior, shooting 2.
And a little bit of talk out there going on. Sending LJ to the bench for a while, let him calm down. Black Binion bringing up the ball. Three. And that's no good. Sending Maurice to the line for 2. Up number's going to be an out of bounds play. Down below. And the Warriors are really playing defense today, shutting that three-point line down.
This game is going to come down to who dominates on the boards. And as you can see, Brooks.
Ooh, great move. It's definitely, and I agree with that. It's definitely going to come down to grabbing boards and less turnovers. Who's going to make that shot count? And LaVelle just came in with a big spin move play to complete the M1 if he does make this shot.
LaVelle's the type of guy you don't want him to get hot.
Oh, no. We saw him do great things so far this season, where it's like he's upwards of 20 points with 5 minutes left in a half.
And would play until that horn goes off.
Oh, yeah.
And he does complete that 3-point play. I think I'm probably keep saying this all game long, but these matchups is excellent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to all the glue. Shout out to the glue guys, the guys that don't get a whole lot of minutes, but
they minutes count.
Yeah. Smart foul.
Woo!
By Nico Sullivan.
It's a crazy foul.
Smart.
But
that's what I said. Crazy but smart.
If he wouldn't have fouled him,
it was gonna be some time. Somebody was going to jail.
It was going up.
Somebody was going to jail tonight.
For sure.
Oh.
The score is 22-11. 7 minutes remaining in the first half of the Nets and Warriors game in our semifinals.
And he sinks the second one.
I love that, man.
Love the coaching.
Coaching while playing is insane.
Top tier. It's top tier. Like, people just be like talking. Like, you got people just be talking, but then you also have those people who actually be like, "Yo, like, set this play and let me run it."
You gotta live with it.
I didn't put. Y'all can't see, but I put my head down because that was a tough shot.
You gotta live with it.
He tried to answer right back.
Which normally he hits those. Those corner threes was a place where he would really get comfortable.
He's not comfortable.
Listen, I love Dre Jr. He's one of my favorite guards in this league.
Correct.
But I'm telling you now, when Tone Marshall has that change of pace dribble going to the basket, he is one of the hardest guards to stop because he's so strong up top. Mm-hmm. Like that bump, he just shrugs you off.
If you ain't got to wait for it.
If you're not in the weight room,
good luck.
Yeah.
And that's a good three. And here it goes.
Nets got to stop the bleeding.
And here it goes. The wound is just slightly opening. And Dre putting them handles on him. Tone Marshall's just still in front of him. Oh, off the foot.
Off the foot. Watch Charlie Hall in the
They sleeping him. They sleeping. It's already 3 people over there. They sleeping him.
Right.
Chills can be down there under that rim all he want to.
Right.
That man. All it takes is
he's a skip pass away.
All right, there you go. Oh.
And all the way for the deuce.
Good way to try to close up this gap with the just score of 28-14. Nets down by 14. If you ain't got the weight or the body, you gotta have it.
Big rebound by Klein Shaw.
Smoking these layups. What you say, smoke turkey?
Well, since it's Cinco de Mayo, smoke carne asada. Smoke carnitas.
Carnitas. That's
rare.
just his first.
That's rare.
That's just his first.
That's one out of what? He take what?
One.
Like 3.
He
may
takes
take 3 or
about
4.
4.
Hey, if you get the first, if you miss the first one, that's cool.
You better be scared of that second one. That's all I'm saying.
Aaron Hall, that'll be his second foul. Team.
And then if I'm the Nets, man, then seeing Harry Marshall, not out here for this whole half like that, coming in casually, that's tough to deal with.
That's tough. And LJ missed another tough one. Don't foul. Woo!
And Marshall all the way.
That guy's different. He pop up and do his thing and leave.
Time management is everything with him. He know, hey, I check in, I check out. When I check in, I do my thing. When I check out, hey, I know my guys got it.
Right.
Big
And
shot.
that's a good shot by Ronnie Jackson.
And Ronnie Jackson with the bucket.
You want to know one thing that everybody in K1 needs to be afraid of?
It's Tyrese Mosley.
Besides that, if Aaron Hall decides he wants to be an offensive player and really start taking shots, and getting his attempts up, that's scary.
And LJ was looking for a call, but nothing.
6, Quan Shaw, that'll be his first foul. Team 2.
Aaron gets so many good looks, and he looks to pass so often. If he ever just decide to want to be selfish one game and start looking for shots and they start falling, that's another weapon. That's literally another weapon.
But that's the thing. Aaron's not a shooter.
No.
And he'll tell you. Yeah, tripping. Tone Marshall is just coaching away. You know who haven't scored yet? I lied. And I was gonna say Miko because they haven't really heard Miko in here. But this is when the wound.
Off the foot. Rambo Tone. That's IQ, bro. It's just IQ.
And this is what you call a bloody massacre. Kidding, not yet.
The Cinco de Mayo massacre.
Please. And there's a layup, and he closes the gap slightly. Tyree's hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not. Oh, good move.
Great move as LaVelle McIntyre gets the last bucket of the half.
And that is the half. We got the score of 38-21. The Warriors are up. We will be back after this short 5-minute half.
We are about to be underway with the second half of our first semifinal game. The Nets and the Warriors. Nets have possession.
And we're back, real quick back. Yeah, we are D. Scott. Let's see what the Nets have in for this second half. They can turn it around.
And to see what adjustments they made at halftime.
They look like they were making some great adjustments.
And it'll stay with the Nets.
One key thing I took from that first half, the Nets are going to need second chance points off those first misses.
Yes.
And they have to keep the Warriors off the glass.
A little too fancy.
A little too much sauce on the chip, my boy.
Yeah, man, this is not the circus. He said, my bad, little bro. Still doesn't get it.
Great hands.
That's so
Chills.
And get stripped. I thought I was going to see 2 pull-ups.
Man. That unofficial official screen from Tyree is insane.
Man, what? And there it goes.
What's wrong?
He is.
You got to be in the jersey with him. I'm sorry. No,
Gotta be.
No bad boy.
No puff.
No puff. No making the bend. Like, you got to be in that man's jersey.
No, for real. Honestly, the Nets aren't taking bad shots.
They just not falling.
They just not falling.
What I say? They got to get second chance points.
Hands.
And they are stripping them every. I don't know if they was prepared for that, but every time somebody from the Nets comes anywhere near the rim, the hands is active.
Pity bat.
They on straight
pity
bongo
pat.
mode, and they poking the ball away.
Yeah,
14 left in the game.
And stolen.
Warriors up by 20 piece.
Foul be assessed to number 30. Nico Sullivan Sr. That'll be his second foul, team first.
This is where the Nets gonna have to make it count.
Gonna have to. Every shot has to count.
Second chance points and free throws. Gotta make it. Great tip by Harry Marshall.
He's getting to the boards.
There it is.
Brooks. And he
Gotta
has
be in the jersey with him, I'm telling you.
These dudes are insane. They're up 20.
They've taken on the identity of the actual Warriors.
Yeah. I said it every time. And that's finally LJ makes it count.
Quick foul on Black Minion. Yeah, they have that identity down pat.
And I'm literally telling everybody when they be like, so what's the teams? And I automatically go to the Warriors. I'd be like, bro, the Warriors play like the Warriors. I'm like, it ain't riding them or anything.
No,
it's just I'm
being
telling like
honest.
this is how they play.
And this is what you have to look forward to. It's not like the real Warriors that have, 3 shooters. They have legit shooters all around, top to bottom.
Like everybody can shoot a 3, but one person. And that's no offense to Aaron because he just doesn't shoot at all.
Right.
And LJ gets a friendly roll. Oh, missed opportunity by Tyree Mosley.
That's a strong rebound. That's the type of crashing you need from your
Every play. Every single play. And then they lay off like this.
Can't do that. I guess you can let that one fall. Fall away 3.
And that's just the dunk.
Regular degular.
Smegular.
Lambo Tone. Good block. Hey, I don't know why. I'll be wanting
take the layup.
I'll be wanting to try to dunk one. Just one time.
Ain't happening. I would love to see it. It ain't
Maybe
happening.
just surprise us all. Just one time. Just fast break. Good rim grazer.
No, for real.
For you 2K heads out there. Good rim grazers. Big block by Sloan.
Block man. Short man. They know how to sell it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you know it, then please don't take that offense, but I'm talking about like
The Marshall brothers be selling.
selling them fouls.
Look, and that just goes to being a great player, bro. We talk about like the guys in the NBA.
Like, there's a difference between a foul, a sale, and an actual flop.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that was a sale.
So it's like that flop, overdoing it. But to sell something, it's a hit. The head fake,
Great hands by Aaron Hall. Couldn't ring it in.
And it goes down. It'll be Warrior ball. Trying to beat that ball.
I'll pull it.
Yeah.
Me personally. They been shooting short all game.
Trey Jr. said he had a mismatch. He was hot.
He
Said,
I think,
move.
no, for real. Pull by Black Man. Brooks corner.
Too much room.
Dude ain't miss.
Much.
He ain't miss.
Too much room.
He ain't miss.
TMR. Too much room.
He ain't miss.
Big block by Brooks. Boom. It's a block party. On Cinco de Mayo, everyone's invited.
Bro, everything you said literally is what I talked about today. Definitely talked about throwing a block party earlier. 3?
No good.
No
Big
good, but-
rebound by Reese Terrell.
I think anytime the Nets rebound, it's a big rebound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a block.
Foul be assessed to number 10, Jaquan.
Debatable.
Debatable.
Looked like he lowered the shoulder.
He did.
That's debatable.
Me personally,
He looked like the highlight stick from Madden back in the day.
because he dropped that shoulder a little bit low.
Man,
Fast.
Trey got there quick.
Fast.
That closeout was insane. And
Antonio Marshall. Foul be assessed to number 4, Ronnie Jackson.
bad
That'll be
man.
his first. Team fifth.
Mama, that man outside again. And they're steady hanging on to this 20-point lead.
So the minute the Nets try to chip away,
They come right
They
back.
go on a run. Like you said earlier, the Nets aren't taking bad shots. They just having a bad bounce. They not falling.
And then you got Brooks at the rim, though.
Yeah. You said it's a Brooks
Foul be assessed
block
at
party.
number 31.
You got
Brooks
invitations for
Hill. That'll be
anybody
third
and
foul.
everybody.
Team
I
third.
think Brooks has about 3 blocks right now, 3 for 3 and threes, or 3 for 4 in one of those.
He makes the first.
We have 8 minutes and 53 seconds remaining.
And he gets the fall.
Scores 52 to 34.
That's timeouts by your
To the
Nets.
Nets.
I don't know, man. The way these Warriors are pulling away. But like you said, it's like every time the Nets get that good look, the Warriors just be like, nah.
Yeah.
We just want to take a break.
Yeah, it's like it's not like they letting off the gas. It's more so just like
Slow it
we
down.
keeping it on our tempo. We keeping it on our pace.
Y'all gotta run
Y'all
on us.
kind of like scrambling, and even on both sides of the ball, because you see them closing out super fast on defense, but they moving really fast on offense. But the Warriors still kind of like, hey, we up, we gonna keep it at our pace.
Yeah, man, they're definitely controlling the pace. And the crazy thing is, that's actually what the Nets do in some games, but the Warriors they have that down pat.
And I know the Warriors probably thinking like, hey, if we can get this game to be, 20 plus, 25 plus, we can get to the point where, guys can rest. So we can stay ready for the championship game.
That's the only thing I hate about it is that back-to-back game plan.
These guys, they built for it.
Ah.
They can do it.
Ah.
Some can, some can't.
Ah.
I can't.
So you say?
Look, I can't. I'd be burnt out after one game. Strong move.
It happened last year. With
The
the Celtics.
Burnt out. Big basketball. Tyree Mosley. Dre Jr. doesn't get it to fall. Warriors on the glass. Marshall inside the schoon. Gets doubled. Stolen away by Maurice Terrell.
Oh, Ronnie.
Smooth chicken wrap from Ronnie Jackson.
He trying to make it happen.
Dre Jr. inside the Jackson. Fakes to the corner.
Look,
Gets it go.
And bucket. Ronnie Jackson.
They can chip away, man. 7 minutes is a lot of time.
There's a lot of time.
But the thing is, it's like, hey, if y'all not gonna do the little things like box out and get on the glass, the Warriors can definitely start running it up.
And that's all it is really grabbing boards. And Tyree is using that. Tyree is really using that body on it.
Yeah.
Foul will be assessed to number 5, Maurice Terrell. That'll be his second foul.
Tyree's getting mad.
Team 6.
Yeah.
A little bit frustrated.
Because it's one of the things where it's like, he's baiting them, honestly, if you think about it. He's like,
He's not getting that call.
Yeah, it's like,
But it's the semis. What did you expect?
Lonzel Mason checks into the game.
Let's see how he changes up the tempo.
Another shooter. And he misses. Splitting the free throws. Million to Terrell. Terrell, drive, powers up. Gets his own rebound, loses it. Possession stays with the Nets.
That was a tough look.
Yeah.
That was definitely a tough look.
Jr. to Harris. Harris fakes. Pull up.
LJ Harris with the tough mini.
That's that ISO L ball.
Yeah. And those are one of those tough shots that we were talking about earlier last half. Saying that normally he shoot tough shots.
Yeah, he's a tough shot
But he's
taker,
a tough shot
but he's
maker.
a tough shot maker. Mason.
Tips by Aaron.
Tipped up and in by Aaron.
It's the little things, bro.
The little things. Everything counts too.
When you allow stuff like that to happen, you're not playing winning basketball.
At all.
Because you need that effort on your side. And don't give up that effort on the other end.
And that be the problem. People only know how to give 100% effort on one end. Oh, almost went to friendly.
This is why they say go to your bench.
No, for real.
Because now you confusing the refs, you confusing us. Robinson to Benyon. Benyon to McIntosh. Got him a mismatch. Smart move for Miko to come with the L.
Oh my God.
And one.
Oh.
Tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
Tough shot.
Foul is that's the number 22, Tyree Moses.
That was.
Foul
That was
is that's the number 24,
oh, no.
McIntosh.
He had the foul
They are
already
now
in motion,
in the
but
moment.
he didn't even have the foul because he was too much. He
That'll
wasn't
be
even
a
close to the
second
rim.
foul.
Right. That was not going in.
At all, he wasn't even.
Had he left him alone.
And
The
the
bump
crazy
was
thing is,
enough.
he actually wasn't even going for the rim. He was going to pass it out. Since
But
that first
what do you do? Put him on the line.
every time.
And that's what he wants. And as soon as this game is over, guys, get yourselves prepped and ready for a big rematch between the Spurs and the Bucks. See if the Spurs can get their lick back.
They gonna have to.
And
Strong
Benyon with the tough
finish by
bucket inside.
Black Benyon.
Over Aaron Hall. Starting to try to look good for the Nets. Still trailing though.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
And this is why I lie.
Corner three. Boom.
LJ floater
And
gets it to
LJ
go.
Harris gets it to go.
See what I'm saying? If
He could've
Aaron
shot
just
that.
if Aaron just wanted to be an offensive guy one day, all that playing off him like that is gonna stop.
He's gonna have to.
And he's going to the line again.
I would hate sending that guy to the line.
Foul is that's the number 11.
No point at all.
That'll be his second foul. Team 8.
It gets real physical.
But
This is
misses
the
it.
first. Makes the second. 2 minutes left in the game. Warriors up 63, Nets 46. ISO L.
And
Good
block.
hands.
Uh-oh.
And that's another foul.
Foul
So
is
Mason
that's the
calls
number
for a flagrant
11.
one.
Under Robertson Jr. That'll be his third foul. Team
Joking around knowing that wasn't a flagrant. Now, if he would have pushed him, ejected.
Yeah, it looks like Antonio Marshall's done for the day. Well, for this game.
Yeah.
Got to preserve that energy. And he misses the first.
I think he's leaving. But it'll be all right.
And he makes takes the second. A minute and 30 left in the game. Warriors up 64-46. Black Binion loses it.
It'll be Warrior ball.
Hey, we just got a minute 15 left in this game. See what Brooks do with it.
Fall and poked away. Possession stays with the Nets.
Ball will stay with the Nets.
Yeah, I think they're gonna just let this one run out.
Yep.
No need to stop.
Oh, okay. I have it on stop.
I got
So that way it doesn't keep running. Okay. If anyone can hear, you're not learning how to do the score.
And that is the ball game. For your first semis, you got the Warriors advancing 64-46. And our next semi game will be, like you said, a rematch. Your Spurs versus the Bucks. We'll see you soon.
And we're back. We're about to start the second game of the day. The Bucks and the Spurs.
The starting lineup for the guest team for the second semifinal game. The Bucks. First, at number 10, we have Ben Green. Next, we have number 44, Cameron Davis. Next, we have number 24, Tristan Swartz. Next, we have number 7, Barry Olden. And last but not least, we have 00, Nathan Yaki. And that is the starting 5 for your Bucks. And now for the home team, the Spurs. First, we have number 20, Phil Andrade. Next, we have number 23, Octavius Davis. Next, we have number 3, Micah Bradford. Then we have number 2, Dennis Coker. And last but not least, Martavius Blaster. And that is your starting 5 for the Spurs. Get ready for the tip.
And this second semifinal game is going to be a tough one as the Spurs look to get their lick back against the Bucks.
We're all
And the Bucks get the tip.
control the tip.
And Swartz with the ball. Swings it to the stash. Goes inside to Olden, and that's a quick foul.
Foul will be assessed to number 23, Octavius Davis. That'll be his first foul, team first.
Olden with the ball. Gets it to Green. Green. Drive. Floater. And it's good. And Green opens up the scoreboard with the easy floater. Laster gets it to Koger. Koger answers back with an early 3. Big 3 from Dennis Koger to open up the scoreboard for the Spurs. Swartz swings it to Davis. Davis swings it to Yaki. Yaki jab, spin, goes up, short, gets his own rebound, goes back up, block, and possession will stay with the Bucks. Green with the ball. Brother of former Spur, Chris Green. Swartz inside to Davis. A block by Davis. And put in by Davis.
After her attempt, gets it to go.
Bradford drives, looks off, has he inside, and he loses it. Possession goes to the Bucks. Source with the ball, gets the screen, pull up, back iron, no good. Rebound by Koger. Spurs look to push. Laster spins, dumps off, Andrade turns, and it goes with the spinning circuit shot. Phil Andrade. Yaki guarded by Koger. And that will be a travel. The energy is so high in this game because we all know in the regular season the Bucks took the win over the Spurs, and the Spurs are looking to get a little bit of get back today. Bradford gets the screen. Great move. He doesn't finish. Gets his own rebound, kicks it to Phil. Phil back to Micah. Micah pull up, and doesn't get it to fall. And then Bucks look to get out on the run. Schwartz gets to Olden. Olden with the big three. This is going to be one of those games. The cheering sections for both teams are alive right now.
It's Final Four, baby.
Yeah, you got the Spurs like fan group and families on this end, and a lot of people for the Bucks on this end. On the miss, and Green looks to push. Olden saves it. Side step, pull up, doesn't get it to fall. Bradford gets it out to Koger. Koger loses it to Phil. Laster, pull up three, doesn't get it to fall. Davis taps it. Davis on Davis.
Davis on Davis.
Davis on Davis.
We got Johnson on Johnson.
We got Johnsons. We got Davises.
Davi.
We got a lot going on. Bradford swings it. Andrade, hook, doesn't get it to go. Green, swings to Olden, down low to Schwartz, backdoor cut. Easy lay-in for Tristan Schwartz. Laster gets the screen from Phil. Pull up, doesn't get it to fall. Tip out, and the Bucks are rolling. Yaki swings it to Green. Green with the easy lay-in, he misses. Great contest by Bradford. Laster goes up on two, and he gets it to fall. Laster, another tough shot maker. Olden swings it. Big three from Bing Green. Green means go. Laster gets it to Koger. Koger guarded by Olden. Koger pull up. Doesn't answer back. Green with the rebound. Looks to go. Yaki transition three. Doesn't get it to fall. Davis on Davis. Hines, Johnson, check into the game. And more Johnsons check into the game. Johnson.
How many Johnsons we got in there?
The score is
Well, right now, just two.
Evans on the bench.
They should have just threw me in.
I liked what Farrell was on the Bucks too.
Right, all the Johnsons.
14 minutes remaining in the first half.
Bradford with the side step. Doesn't get it. Yaki with the rebound. Bucks look to get out and run. Caleb Johnson gets it. Yaki, jab. Swings to the corner. Down low. Olsen doesn't get it to fall. Big rebound by Poodle Laster. Bradford with the dime. Stolen by Green. Green dumps it off. Olden. Easy lay-in.
Olden with the finishing side.
Koger, fast break. Scoop. And he will go to the line.
Foul will be assessed at 0-0. It's an intentional foul. It'll be 2 shots in the ball for Dennis Koger. Assessed to Nathan Yaki. That'll be his first foul, team first.
Estoy bien. You too?
That's all right. And he misses the second. And the Spurs keep the ball. Laster gets it into Hines. Hines drives, hangs, and scores. Great lay, strong finish by Sammy Hines. Yaki gets it to Olden. Olden puts on the brakes. Shrugs off. Hook shot, and it's good. Laster. Down to Koger. Koger back to Laster. Great farm by Dennis Koger. And the Bucks remain in the lead by 5, 16-11. Ben Green gets it to fall with the soft touch. 11:30 left in the first half. Laster does use the screen. And he smokes the lay-in. And he gets the rebound, lays it in. Yaki drives, spin, fouled, and he's going to the rim. And he's going to the line.
Foul be assessed to number 2 to Dennis Koger. That'll be his first foul, team's second. Nathan Yaki at the line shooting 2.
And he misses the first. Swartz and Davis check into the game. And he gets it to fall. Bradford.
Foul be assessed to number 14, Caleb Johnson. That'll be his first foul, team second.
And Cunningham checks into the game for Koger. Hines gets the screen from G. Davis. Floater from Hines, no good. And it'll be Bucks ball. And that'll be an early foul for Cunningham, his first. Team's third. Yaki. Bad pass. Stolen by the Spurs. Hines with the scoop and score! Yaki drives, powers up, and he's going to the line.
Foul will be assessed to number 4, Semifinals. That'll be his first foul, team third.
And he makes the first. Cam Figgins and Barrett Olden check into the game. That's Johnson, Olsen, and Green take a breather. And Evan Johnson checks into the game for Yaki. Cunningham, skip pass to G. Davis. Davis with the shot. No good. Schwartz hunts it down. He's on the run. Euro. And he almost gets the fall. He's going to the line.
Foul will be assessed to number 4, Semifinals. That'll be his second foul, team fifth. Tristan Schwartz shooting 2 at the line.
Schwartz doesn't get the first. Davis and Andrade checks back into the game. And he gets the second to fall.
Score is 22-15.
Bucks up 22. Spurs 15 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Cunningham from deep. Gets it to fall. Big three for Matt Cunningham.
He's 4 for 5 in his last 5 attempts. Sure, it's spread over 2 weeks.
Great hustle by the Spurs. Andrade goes up and he gets it to go.
Where they do best, it is 22-20.
And a floater by Figgins doesn't get it to go. Hines, Euro, and it is a tie ball game. Olden for 3, no good. Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham gets it to Hines. Hines for 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Figgins with the rebound. Gets it to Swartz. Swartz to Olden. Olden, drive. Inside, Swartz smokes the easy lay-in, and the Spurs look to get out and run. Davis gets to Andrade, down to Hines. Hines doesn't get it to fall. He'll go to the line.
Foul will be assessed to number 2. Evan Johnson.
And he gets the first to fall.
That'll be his first team third.
Yaki and Green check back into the game for Johnson and Figgins. And he gets the fall. Gives the Spurs a 2-point lead. 4:40 left in the first half.
Spurs get the lead for the first time in the game.
Green swings it to Yaki. Gets it to Olden. Olden. Stolen by Laster. And there'll be a smooth back tap by Cam Davis. Never see that. Hines drives. Pull up. Doesn't get it to go. Big rebound by Olden. Green makes the push. Green swings it to the corner. Yaki swings it. And it's off. Davis doesn't get it to fall. Big rebound by Pluto Laster and gets the putback. Gives the Spurs a 4-point lead with 3:30. Davis doesn't get it to fall. Swing to the corner. Hines, drive, floater, and it's good for Sammy Hines. And that'll be a timeout, Bucks. And we're back for the second half. Spurs ball. Davis gets to Koger. Koger swings it to Laster. Laster with the pull-up. And it's money. Swords get it to Olden. Olden gets it to Green. Green gets to Olden. Stolen by Koger. Koger, easy laying.
And it is over all the way to
And the Spurs are taking a 10-point lead. Yaki, floater, good. Bradford with the ball. Drives. Patience. Bradford swings it. Big rebound for the Bucks, and they look to push. Swartz dumps it off. Yaki, easy laying. Davis swings it. Bradford from deep. And it's nothing but net for Micah Bradford. Swartz. Giving to Davis. Davis powers up on Davis. Doesn't get it, tips it. Second effort. Bradford. It will be Bucks ball. Swartz gets the screen. Swings it. Davis for three. No good. Koger with the rebound. Laster swings it. Davis gets the basket and one. Davis.
Foul will be assessed to number 44, Cameron Davis. That'll be his second foul, team first. Team third.
And he doesn't get it to fall. Spurs have opened up an 11-point lead. 16:45 left in the game.
Foul will be assessed to number 3, Micah Bradford. That'll be his second foul, team second.
Olden. Swings it. Corner. And Koger. Behind the back. Back to Koger. And Koger gets it to fall.
Olden from Octavius Davis. And Dennis Koger.
Swartz. Pull up. Cam Davis with the putback.
Cameron Davis with the rebound and putback.
Laster. Pull up. And money. Puda Laster.
Laster with the mid-range jumper.
Olden. Down low. Davis. Powers up. And he doesn't get it to fall. He'll go to the line. 13-point game.
Foul will be
Spurs
assessed
up.
to number 23, Octavius Davis. That'll be his second foul, team third.
And he makes the first. And he makes the second. swings it. Koger doesn't get the three to fall. Bucks look to run. Green swings it. Olden goes up and he gets it to fall. Tough basket from Derek Olden.
Foul be assessed to number 1, Martavius Laster.
And the Bucks have trimmed it down to single digits. Let's see if they can mount a comeback with the 14 minutes and 15 seconds left in this ball game. And he doesn't get the free throw to fall. Bradford looks to push. Swings it to Davis. Swings it. And an in and out. Big rebound by Pudalaster with the floater, and it's good.
And bucket.
Olden gets it up. And it falls. Strong finish for Barrick
It's
Olden.
a 9-point game.
It's back to a 9-point game. The Spurs are up 45-36. Laster taking his time, swings it.
Winner of this game will advance.
Bradford from deep doesn't get it to fall. Great offensive rebound by Andrade in the putback, and it's good. Schwartz swings it, corner. Olden doesn't get it to fall. Andrade. Bradford and Laster looking to slow things down. Laster, swing it to Bradford. You cannot leave him open like that. That is money for Michael Bradford. And the Spurs have opened up this game. Green, double, swings it, Olsen, and he doesn't get it.
Foul will be assessed to number 1, Martavius Laster. That'll be his second foul, team 5th.
And Trey Johnson checks into the game. Olden. Guarded by Johnson. Doesn't get it. Great contest from Trey Johnson. Olden misses, tips. Laster ends up with it. Laster gets it to Bradford. Bradford gets it to Koger. Koger, corner three. Doesn't get it to fall. Johnson with the save. And Koger falls hard.
Foul will be assessed to number 10, Ben Green. That'll be his first foul, team 6th.
Spurs ball. Bradford. Post up. Gets to the lane. Scoops. Johnson saves it. Gets it to Koger. Koger with the pull up. Doesn't get it. Tip. And the Bucks look to run. Yaki. Skip pass. Davis stripped. And the Spurs. Laster. Floater. No good.
Timeout assessed to the Bucks.
And that'll be a timeout, Bucks. we're back from that timeout.
And Deuce is back from a nap.
Had to get some rest to get ready for the second game.
Man. It's like these players need them. Nice throw by Nicky. You think these can turn around this fast?
Man, I mean, like I said, it's not close to. It's closer to a single digit than it is to a 20-point lead.
His last 6 attempts.
So may I ask what happened to Martavius?
He been hooping. Sammy really been hooping.
And you know who else who I talked to before the game? Matt. We talked about how he scored. And he said today before I walked away from his truck, he said I might have to score today. And he was like, I'm gonna do it.
And he's 2 for 2 right now from 3. Nice.
That's a flop. Great tip by Dennis.
Picked it up and in.
The thing that really swung this is that the Spurs turned up their intensity and started really like putting the foot on the gas. And you know the Bucks are more of a half-court team.
Foul will be assessed to number 44, Cam Davis. That'll be his 4th foul, team 3rd.
As I open my eyes, looked like the Bucks been working hard. Ooh, 4 and Cam Davis.
It's tough.
Oh, Nathan with the double cross. All right, good look. Barry Holden and 1. Barry Holden.
He's having a day. Foul will be assessed to number 0, Trey Johnson. That'll be his first foul, team 7. They are now in the bonus. And blocked by Olden.
That's yours. No, I was trying to put this gum over
I'm
here.
done with that, but I brought you one.
Oh, that was mine. I appreciate you.
So we get dry mouth up here when they get excited.
Man, you know what's crazy? Not lying at all. Quarter 3.
Almost gets the fall.
Stolen by Sammy. Smoke. I think I gave him bad luck. I woke up. Very
Barry Holden.
You said go back to sleep?
Hey, if you want the Spurs to win,
Go back to sleep.
You might have to go and take another nap.
Man, might have to get tired again.
Man, running into a Trey Johnson screen
It's
is
crazy. It's
crazy
diabolical.
work.
Rick Johnson screen.
Man,
That's crazy work.
that's a brick house right there, dog.
Banana.
They say that's a grown man.
No, for real, that is a grown man. Good board by Martavius.
Inside for the Spurs.
Ben Green.
And it's a book inside for the
English on
Bucks.
there. A little English.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Give him up. Mwah.
Look kiss. Look.
Oh, good move. Sammy Hines. Oh.
Let's get it to fall.
Good board by Puda.
More smoke, Cornelius.
Uh-oh. That boy is hooping.
It's looking a lot like the first
There,
game.
boys. Hello.
And we have a small injury timeout, but he's back and active. He's not in the game, but he will be sooner or later.
Just gotta sit out one play, right?
Yeah, give him about 30 seconds. Smart move, right?
Strategic.
Very strategic. Matt's getting that play time. I love to see it.
Yeah,
So do I.
I love to see it.
Uh-oh.
Matt! Oh! It's all right, because I heard you made more than what you just did. Oh,
Last week he went 3 for 4.
yes.
Right now he's 2 for 3.
And Nathan Yaki inside for the loose. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remain. It's a 14-point game.
Made him fall forward. That was a slip. And that is a foul on Martavius Puda Laster. Oh wow, G Davis in the game. Love to see it.
He got some tick earlier in the first half. Now, one thing that a lot of people didn't
Sleep.
get to see a lot was see Kuda and Micah on at the same time.
Good pass by Matt Cunningham to Buddha Laster down below, and he does make that layup. And Field taking it to the rim,
Sorry about that.
and it's all right.
And Nathan Yaki all the way for the layup.
Don't overdo the passes. Oh wow, that was bogus.
That will be assessed to number 24, Tracy Shorts. That'll be his first foul, team fifth.
That was a petty call.
Extra petty. Petty Pablo.
Penita. And that's G Davis.
And bucket inside.
And then they get no fouls or nothing. Wow. Big turnaround.
Oh, timeout assessed to the Bucks. It is 62 to 53. It's a 9-point game.
And during that little
An 11-point game.
Naparoo, what did I miss, D. Scott? What I miss?
A lot of strong effort from the Spurs.
Uh-huh.
A lot of strong effort.
I was gonna get one of the stools. Yeah, we know. Yeah, you said a lot of effort from the Spurs.
Yeah, they started off slow, and and they picked up the pace and made it more of a fast-paced game for them, knowing that the Bucks are a half-court team.
Okay.
And then where the real swing came with that 12 to 14-point run was that the Bucks were really trying to match their tempo. When they're a half-court team, you guys, not the ones that want to run with them.
Right.
When they got the all gas, no brakes, that's when they the most dangerous. But the Bucks, they we gotta slow you down. We gotta
a tempo team.
And then when they tried to play the Spurs tempo, they couldn't really hang on, and that's what opened up this wide lead.
Okay. Now we heard a small negative connotations. What do we have with the Bucks? Give me something positive.
The Bucks are fighting. They don't look at the big threes that are made by the Spurs or the strong finishes at the basket. They don't get discouraged, even with guys like Cam Davis in foul trouble. He's still playing hard. They still are just being tenacious where they need to be, but they are trying to be a little more methodical in how they move with their own offense. And he misses.
A lot of touching, but no calls.
And I think that might be the last foul for Cam Davis.
If it's on, yeah, it is.
Yep.
And that was a great season for Cam Davis.
It is a 9-point game, boys.
I said if.
It is a 9-point game. Do not put this away yet.
I said if.
If.
I said if. Big if.
Big if.
Like the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
But we are in reality.
We are real. We are not imaginary.
That's what you guys think. No, I'm joking. Not one of those theorists.
This is a simulation.
This is a simulation.
This whole season's been a simulation. We're not here.
This is not even us.
Yes.
We're being controlled.
It's actually December 2019.
Yes.
No, for real.
It is. We are AI.
Our lives are
we are
literally.
Everybody is having like a big dream right now.
And we all gonna wake up.
And it's gonna be December 20th, 2019.
Look, and we gonna all have on fuzzy onesies.
Listen, we gonna be lit. And now, but it gives everybody a second chance to do whatever they did. Cause listen, I'm not going ATV in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ATV in and I'm gonna wear a whole bunch of gear. Cause now I know I messed up my tempo.
Man,
that is his second foul.
And you like walking without
now on the bonus.
Yeah, I love sitting too. It's great. Now look at me standing up for the rest of my life. Nah.
It's okay. You've always been a stand-up guy.
Love it, love it, love it. Jose.
Yes.
Jose. Oh, he looked for it.
Big three.
Spray ball, not bad. It is a 6-point game.
I hate games like
This game, so it's like we've seen him catch fire and just light it up. So it's like, hey, if I'm him,
that is true.
shoot it, let it fly.
Let it go. That's be like Elsa.
No frozen. And it's good.
And he knocks down the first one.
Me personally, I just feel like it should be like a 10-minute intervention, before the next game.
That would be
Intermission, not intervention.
I say intervention. Wow. Wow. Sleep never. I am sleep deprived. People help me. There it goes. Tristan Swartz.
big three from Tristan Swartz.
Whoa. Great hands. Wow. I think I need to go back to sleep.
Wait, no, really, that was a joke at halftime.
I was
This is no longer a
serious.
joke.
I was serious.
They are in the 1-1.
If you guys want the Spurs to win, knock me out. Because it's getting close.
We need Black Dub from above the clouds.
Man, for
Go
real.
back to night time.
Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Vicodin. Ibuprofen. Blessed. Hit with that oil.
And then it's over. Knocks down the first one, extended it to 6, making it a 2-possession ball game.
You play too much. and Dennis knocks them both down. I don't think they're having enough pressure on this full court.
That's a tough shot.
That actually wasn't a foul. It was great defense.
14, Henry Johnson.
He didn't fall in his space.
They're now in the double bonus.
Hines gets the first.
And he knocks it down.
They're going to keep going for that pop-up three. Big cream.
Foul will be assessed to number 4, Sammy Hines. That'll be his third foul.
I just thought that was on Micah.
Team 9.
Apparently they seeing something we not seeing.
And we see everything from right here. Oh.
We got the best view in the house.
And they say we're wrong?
Pitch
They
posh.
say we're wrong?
Says who?
Meh. Meh.
Yeah, no, who says
Meh.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
People just like to hate on y'all.
They hate us.
Because they ain't us.
Oh, that's it.
Just throw it. Circus Dulé. Circus Dulé trade.
Trey Johnson.
Wow. Haven't seen one of those from him all season.
Foul will be assessed to number
Yes. I've grown.
7.
You do better things during postseason. You be great in the postseason.
It only took you one.
Winning matters.
Stop it.
You gotta be great when it
stop.
matters.
It's okay. Take a break. Breathe through your mouth.
Ooh side. Ooh side.
And if
It's a big free throw.
big one. And if we haven't done it yet since the first game, we're going to give a shout out to all the sponsors, even to the teams that are not in this, that are not playing right now. We're still going to shout them out. Every sponsor that has been
Greetings to
sponsoring.
you all in Cancun.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. Well, we go there every day. Big Green, deep three. Oh,
Air ball. Close the window.
no, seriously. You're letting all the flies in. Micah Bradford from the deep three. Kidding.
He really went over. He really went over.
Pull up.
Shoot it.
He won't do it.
$10.
And they call it.
That will be.
That is the game of 72-60.
Final score.
Spurs win.
60.
And we're going to go downstairs and get an even better view
Yes, sir.
of the championship game. You have your Warriors versus your Spurs. See you in a couple minutes for the championship game.
Tyrese played in the league for 8 seasons. No, 7. He's been in a championship game 7 times. Doesn't matter what team he's on. Tyree and Latrell were both in that boat until this year, and then obviously they didn't meet in the championship today.
And now the starting lineup for your Spurs and Warriors.
You want to do play-by-play and I'll come in as color?
Spurs, we have number 1.
Have we ever done this together? It's going to be fun.
Backing them up, we have number 2, Dennis Cover. The man in the middle, number 20, Phil Andrade. And number 23, we have Octavius Davis. And to finish them off, we have number 3, Micah Bradford. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the starters for the Spurs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll give you the starters for the Warriors. At number 22, we have Tyrese Mosley.
You sat on it? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
At number 30, we have Nico Sullivan. At number 31, we have Brooke School. And then for the Warriors, we have the brothers, number 23, Mary Marshall. And number 24, Antonio Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the starters for the Spurs and Warriors. Tip-off about to begin shortly.
Well, Walt, we've got a Warriors team with 1 loss. That loss was to the Spurs team. So the question is, can the Spurs do it again? Or does the Warriors' magical postseason run continue? They've been untouchable here for a couple seasons now.
Yeah, this is definitely the team, if any team, to beat this team. So this is the ideal championship matchup that we probably would have seen throughout the season. So I'm not mad at the results at the end of the season. This is the final game.
Top 2 seeds. And a lot of people have said it's hard to pick against the Warriors until someone beats them. Well,
absolutely.
Spurs, this is your shot. Here we go.
All right, we have Octavius Davis inside. Get it out to Phil Andrade up top. He shoots it from the top of the key. Rims, it goes sideline out of bounds. It'll be taken out by the Warriors.
Scoot says, I don't want the rebound in the stat book.
He
I want to
says,
inbound it.
Get it. He says, we played a game already. I just want to win. I feel like everybody here says if I can have 2 points and win, they'll do it. But somebody's got to get more than 2.
Talk as a current hooper how 2 games here could be, especially 2 very high-level, 100% effort games, right? Like, you got to give everything to win these games.
And 1 from Tyree Mosley there, making it look easy.
And you also have a team who played and sat, and then a team who's, I mean, they sat for a few minutes, but they essentially are, going right back to back here. So talk about, like, the legs, the lungs. How's everything feeling if you're a player here?
So with everything being considered, being a coach on the side of it, being a player, and then even being on the booth or on the scores table, you see how it affects teams. I feel like younger teams obviously have the advantage when it comes to the back-to-back games or the stall games.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're an older team, you kind of want those back-to-back games so you don't have to sit for a game. And the Warriors are an older team. Not by much. They got some young legs.
Yep.
But the guys that are their stars on the team, that are the older guys, seem to play a game that doesn't tire them out so much.
Sure.
But it all comes down to Brooks School with a fast break. I can say and he finishes that 5-0 to start for the Warriors. But I can say that it definitely depends on, I would say, age, and it depends on your style of play. So for a team like the Spurs who like to get up and down, they probably want to get an early lead so they can relax later in the game. But if you're set already, you kind of can work yourself back into the game. So it definitely depends on the style you play and the age that you are and wherever you fall in the bracket. So.
Sure. Well, the Warriors got off to an unbelievable start, had a huge halftime lead against the Nets, and just kind of played them even in the second half. The Spurs were down early and then kind of dominated the game from about 7 to 8 minutes in.
Tyree Mosley knocks it down as he was doing in the first game. But
man shows up in the playoffs, does he not?
He does. He's definitely a different type of guy. Throughout the regular season, it seems like he picks and chooses his spots when he does want to do what he wants to do. He can kind of have that lazy, I don't care demeanor, but kind of do things like this when he feels like it. Doesn't make that one though, but he takes these type of shots anytime in the game, whether you're up or down. So he's one of those guys you really, no matter what his demeanor is, you got to check for him.
Sure.
But as Dennis Coger gets it to the left corner, and we have Micah working on Shun, he gets it blocked, but there is a foul call. And there's a technical foul assessed to Brooke Shun for calling it a terrible call. So that's 2 fouls on Shun early, and that can easily play into the Spurs' favor.
Brooks Shun, and also a technical foul assessed to him.
And they got Laster shooting the
So I
free
believe
throws.
he had the foul on the initial bump before he then blocked it with his other arm.
Yes.
I'm up here, it's hard to tell, just like you, but
Yes, I couldn't see it from where I was. But it did look like
the motion the ref made when signaling, announcing the call to the table was that he extended his right arm. I think he actually blocked the shot with his left arm.
He did.
So
Or either or. It was
Yep.
the arm that wasn't
Yeah.
going for the block is the
Yeah.
arm that did the foul. Toasty, isn't it?
hot air rises.
Absolutely. We got a lot of people in the gym. Can't tell everybody to be quiet,
That's
though.
good. Oh, that's good.
As Micah knocks down the first free throw.
Could be 4-point play here and almost a little timeout here for the Spurs. And he only hits the first 3, but still a 3-point possession.
And Miko Sullivan Sr., knockdown shooter, cuts into the paint, gets it out to Brooke Shun, who's been hot today. And he stays hot as he knocks down the tray ball from the wing.
That's how you get those 3 points right back.
Yeah, absolutely. He says, I can't get the 2 fouls back, but I can put points on the board. And Martavius Laster shoots that from deep. Great tip to Andrade. He gets it stripped. And Antonio Marshall has numbers, gets it to gets it to Tyree, who glasses it in from the left wing. Bank shot. Tyree Mosley.
It's a different level of confidence to be able to knock down that shot.
And then it's over with the air
Eventually
ball.
off the glass.
Absolutely. And he goes for it. Cobra was doing it himself in the All-Star game, I want to say. Tyree Mosley shoots it from deep, doesn't get that to go. Phil Andrade tries to grab the rebound. Ends up getting it, though. Laster pushing the pace. He has everybody's man up right now. Tavius Davis tries to go for the up and under. And Brooks has his 3rd foul now, and that's big for him.
You're right.
Foul number 31, Brooks Shun, that will be his 3rd.
With Aaron Hall being a good defender, but not good in production offensively this year for them, that does hurt the Warriors. But having another 3 guys that can score 30 definitely helps. Spurs have a lot to prove this game. They've taken to the media saying that they get unfairly criticized as far as what type of team they are. They don't like that teams are calling them a regular season team, and they have a chance now to prove it, being in the championship game, being able to beat them. You have Trey Johnson, you have Dennis Coger, you have Matt Cunningham on this team with championships.
3 of them to be
Three
exact.
of them to be exact, but the group of Octavius Davis and Jeremy Davis and Sammy Hines and Micah Bradford and Martavius Laster are all looking for their first.
Yeah. So you got, and Tyree, of course, has 3 for his team. So someone's getting to 4 today.
Everybody on this Warriors team has a championship, I believe, except Brooks and Troy and Charlie.
I don't know about Lonzel.
I think he played for the
Would this be the
Warriors.
Warriors' 3rd championship?
So it'd be the Warriors' 3rd in a row.
So that would be 4 for Tyree.
Because
then.
he won one with the Spurs, correct?
So that would be 4 for Tyree, yes.
His first.
So again, someone's getting to 4 here. And I was going to bring that up, so thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome. Sorry.
No, you're good. The Spurs, obviously, the only team to win 3 in a row, and now the Warriors trying to match that.
Yep.
With
Seems like we have
a
two-
Suns championship sandwiched in the middle.
It's like it's almost like the dynasty era. It's like the dynasty era almost. You know how like you had the Warriors winning and you had the Cavs winning,
Yeah.
and the Bucks just snuck one in there.
Yeah.
You know, like
And it's ironically Western Conference teams. Not that
That
has anything
is
to do with
hilarious.
this.
Right.
We don't have conferences or anything like that. But it's big shot from Coger, yeah.
Coger knocks it out from the top of the key. It's 5-point game.
The Warriors have won 7 in a row by my count. I think the Spurs have won 9 in a row because they were 2-2.
And
So
then
it's
they haven't
11
lost
and
since.
2, yeah, against 12 and 1, which means that they played back in, I believe, week 5. And that was
And that's a great layup by Aaron Hall. Any points he gets is extra for this team. He doesn't look for a shot, but if he can get shots up and points on the board, it'll help this team tremendously.
Yeah, I believe that was week 5 these teams played, and neither of them have lost since.
Nope. And Octavius Davis bucking inside for him.
In that Nets game in the first semifinal, the Warriors were scoring well, and the Nets couldn't keep pace. You know, I do think the Spurs have the firepower to keep pace, but the higher scoring a game is, the harder it is to beat the Warriors because they have so much offensive firepower.
4 guys that can score 30.
Yep.
And for those who don't know, that's Antonio Marshall, Nico Sullivan. Then you have Tyree Mosley, and then you have Brooks Shun. And Aaron Hall being aggressive going to the basket doesn't get that to go.
Good move.
Most moves I've seen from him in the league. I'd like to see more from him. And Aaron Hall gets the rebound there.
A couple of good looks from Koger. Back-to-back
smart.
possessions.
For those who don't know, Aaron is an elite defender in this league. He is somebody that they seek and put on the top guys, and he does a pretty fair job. And that's a finish by Antonio Marshall.
Would you say his outfit today, we're rocking the pajamas, is elite?
I would say it's abysmal, but
We love you, Aaron. It's a fashion statement.
And that's a knockdown shot from Mike Bradford.
Mike is one of those guys it's easy to forget about.
He's
not because he's not a talented player. He's an incredibly talented. He just doesn't always come every week, and he's here and he's showing what he can do. It's similar to Harry Marshall, who doesn't come every week for the Warriors. Obviously, everybody's here. It's the championship.
It's just a different level of skill when you can show up and do things like that. Get a bucket by Tyree Mosley, but show up and be able to get buckets for your team, whether you're here or not, shows to the type of player you are, how you adjust.
Of course, your Grizzlies team played this Warriors team in the quarterfinals. A bad draw for your sake, but
and that is an offensive foul, Antonio Marshall.
And you were able to make sure Mike is okay here.
I think he might be breathing inside out, guys. Might have got the wind knocked out of him.
I think he's holding his knee. I'm concerned that he might have hurt his knee.
Ooh. And he already had knee problems from what I know. We'll be back after, so we can check on the concern of the player.
There he goes. Never mind.
Oh, all right, guys. Health is wealth, guys. Health comes first.
Amen. Yep.
I'm glad he can get up. My whole prayer, and this may be off the script, but to anyone who's watching and anyone who joins this, we do this as complete volunteer work. We do this to literally serve the community. It is free entry to get in. Concessions are up to your option, whatever the case may be. But we want everyone who shows up here to be able to leave here doing the same things they came here doing.
Yep.
So whatever
family, job, you're absolutely right, Walt.
So that is, when I see someone get hurt or go down or freak accidents or anything like that, I just pray that everyone can leave here the same way they arrived.
I couldn't have said better myself, Walt. Just to finish my thought, talking about you playing the Warriors, Marshall's 3 is off you. It's hard to completely shut down any player on this team, but you guys basically said we're going to make life as hard on Tyree as possible, and Antonio pops off for 30-some points. And they've got a ton of guys, a plethora of guys that can do that. So it's hard to pick and choose, but sometimes you do have to pick your poison, and that's what makes them so complete. Is there's only so much you can do defensively.
And even matching up with the Warriors as Tyree gets fouled and he goes to the line. Even in guard, like you said, they have 4 guys that can really go off and get off on you. And then they have the sneaker guys like a Harry Marshall who just really does all the glue things, even though he can score the ball.
Well, what kind of IQ does that player have?
And
his passing, his communication, it's just he's played at such a high level. But
he understands the rules.
Yeah. And the Warriors are interesting because they're not a huge team. Troy's probably their biggest player. Brooks is one of their top rebounders who is probably stuck on the bench for the rest of the first half with 3 fouls. But they have been able to beat teams. You think of a team like the Bulls with Seth and Nick and Mike. They've been able to beat teams that should and sometimes do out-rebound them. They've been able to do it consistently, and it just shows to the IQ that they have, their ability to play as a team. It's like Tone might give up an offensive rebound, and as the guy comes down with it, he takes it from him. It's just...
they're crafty.
Yeah.
They're extremely crafty.
Yep.
And this team is a smart team in totality. And they also, with the guys that are newer to the team, so like Miko, adding him was huge for them. And Brooks
what a great fit. Yeah, great fits for them.
And they just basically, Miko, I went up to him and talked to him after we got eliminated from them last season when the Grizzlies were 9-2. and the Warriors were the 7th seed and played 2 games and still won. Miko had 30 points that game, and he was basically saying that they were encouraging him just to play his game and take his shots and play the way he likes to play. And I noticed that when the Warriors play, everybody plays freely. Like, it doesn't seem like anyone's trapped or complaining or arguing. It seems like a solid culture that way, and they all understand the goal as Antonio Marshall gets fouled and goes to the line.
That man, he is as good as anyone getting a free throw line.
Absolutely. I think he might lead the league in free throw attempts.
Last year gets there a lot too.
Seth Johnson might be the league's leader. Shout out Seth Johnson, averaging 19
Great
points
season,
a game after everything you were going through last season.
Yep, and I believe double-digit 10-plus rebounds as well.
I want to say it was 9.9.
Did he finish just under it?
I want to say it was just under. You might be correct. We're going to fact check it now.
Of course we are. 10 and a half.
10 and a half
so
rebounds.
the only player to average a double-double.
Seth Johnson easily could get an MVP vote. And Sammy Hines goes all the way.
Here's a fun nugget for you. So, you know me. You know you're going to get some stats. You're going to get some history from me. So, again, we mentioned the Spurs won the first 3. Suns got 1. Warriors won the last 2.
Yep.
These 2 teams have had a lot of really good games over the years. A lot of incredible games in the regular season. They've actually only played 1 time in the playoffs. Would you remember when it was? It's okay if you don't.
The one time they played was when Ray Lawrence hit the layup over them, and that was Martavius Laster was on the Warriors team.
Martavius and Sammy
were
and
all
Latrell
and Tyreek on the Warriors
all of
team.
them on that Warriors team.
They had Ray Lawrence, Dustin Renner-Watts, Ryan K. Voss,
Austin Halcom, Chris Green. So
Chris
you're
Dennis
throwing it
Coker.
back a little bit.
Yeah, we
so
had
now
a lot of.
Martavius and Sammy played with Tyree. Now they're playing against them. But that's the only playoff game these 2 teams have faced off, which is wild because they have 5 of the 6 championships and they've only played the 1 time. So you knew this was going to happen eventually again, and here we are, which a lot of people did want to see this matchup.
And no shot. It'll be shot clock violation. All right, it is 23-20, 5:44 remaining. Laster bringing the ball up the right side of the floor, looking for something to happen. Sammy Hines getting some post work right here, gets the entry. He takes the drive, gets the spin on the backboard, and that will be on the ground. It'll be out of bounds. Baseline out of bounds, inbounded.
We have a foul number 24, Antonio Marshall. That will be his second. Team 6.
So you got Tone Marshall with 2 and Brooks Schoon with 3. So 5 of their 6 fouls are big ones. And again, Brooks has to be very, very smart. I don't think he is going to play the rest of the first half.
And Harry Marshall,
you just can't pick up 4 in the first half.
Harry Marshall just played defense with his hands behind his back so he didn't foul. I saw Tony Allen do that against Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant was sweeping the ball through, and he was like, well, if my hands aren't there, you can't do a sweep through.
And then he hits a 3.
And then Harry Marshall comes down and knocks back the trigger.
Is that insulting to have someone guard you without their arms and you still don't score?
Yeah. And timeout assessed to the Spurs, guys. And we'll be back. And we are back. It'll be Spurs ball on the inbound.
Houston, you have a problem. Am I right?
Well done.
Thank you. I thought that was great.
And Martavius last on the timeout gets the 3 ball. I believe
Martavius, last season's MVP. The MVP race is so muddied that it's. I think Brandon's a favorite, but there's 5 or 6 guys right there behind him that all are getting probably votes as well.
it's just clear cut to me. I mean, I'm gonna just keep it
For
honest.
you, it's Brandon.
It's Brandon Berry,
Yeah.
clear cut. The guy's every day, he come like me knowing
with you. Yeah,
that,
I'm
like
with
being
you.
inside, driving as far as he does for this team, showing up every game for this team. His team having, I believe, the smallest point differential, like for the last few
For an
seasons.
11 seed.
For an 11 seed, it's like they were in every game because Brandon Berry just.
And what's interesting is as an 11 seed,
And Martavius Laster knocks down another 3 ball.
you saw what the impact. They take out a 6 seed and then they almost take out a 3 seed behind 38 points from him.
And they would have if they kept giving him the ball down the stretch. They stopped giving it to him. The Sixers were about to sneak up on a couple of guys. They might have been here today.
Laster, arguably better numbers than last year. Maybe not the points, but efficiency-wise, incredible.
Absolutely.
Nathan Yaki from the Bucks with a great season. There's like 4 guys off the Warriors that they almost take stats away from each other because they all score so much.
Yes.
Mosley's off there.
And you can also, I mean,
You said Seth Johnson, double
Johnson as well,
Your
the
teammate
double-double.
Vashawn, Jared Johnson of the Celtics, and I'm not trying to miss anybody here, but just so many guys that.
Yeah,
with
Vashawn
great
coming in
seasons.
averaging 21.8 a game was huge for the Grizzlies. But him not being for the playoff games, I guess that may.
Yeah, and his biggest thing was he only played 6 out of your 13, so that's less than half. Some leagues you're not even eligible for voting.
That's very
LJ
true.
was in the same boat.
And then he got
Great
hurt.
numbers, just didn't quite play, and I know he has an injury, so it's not necessarily his fault. But
And it's a tie ball game, guys.
Laster a couple threes, and the Warriors for now have found a lid on the hoop.
And we have Octavius Davis guarding Antonio Marshall. He goes up on Trey Johnson and gets the foul.
Man, he gets to the line. Ryan Kwasnicka, who obviously didn't work out for him to play much this year, that guy shot a lot of free throws too.
He probably shoots the most free throws I've ever seen in my life.
Different, obviously, style than Marshall, but they know how to get to the line. And
They understand.
Tone's a smart player, but you're playing with fire when you have 2 fouls. And again, Schoon, Brooks has 3, so that's something to keep an eye on for this Warriors team.
Absolutely.
Have we seen Micah since his injury? Hope
I have
he's
not
okay
seen Mike on the floor.
with his knee.
But right now, with the score being close, I think that they'll take their chances, especially when you have the reigning MVP, Martavius Laster, on the floor. Put some respect on the MVP.
Martavius, he's so consistent. He finished top 3 or 4 in voting for I think 4 other times.
And Aaron Hall with a great defense as he takes the ball. He gets it out to Antonio Marshall, shoots it, wing 3, doesn't get it to go.
He almost
tips
gets
out.
another rebound. I can't stop looking at his pants. I must admit, Walt.
Yeah.
Pajamas.
It's that A word I said.
This is the first half. I think everyone wanted here a good game.
Absolutely.
2 really good teams going at it, and
Both teams
you
playing
want a
hard.
great game. Regardless of who you're rooting for, you want a great game.
Absolutely. I think the right team sat and the right team played back-to-backs. So I think we're going to get a really good competitive game. I think it just fell in the cards this way.
Yeah.
Because let's say a team like the Celtics were to make it with a K-Boss and with a Kevin, and, they're a little younger with Jared and Antonio and Cam and CJ Link and Jameer. But they're older
Sometimes
guys.
sitting is tough.
And Tyree Mosley from the wing knocks it down.
This is fun. Some of the league's stars, man, going at it.
Also, shout out to my youth at my job for showing up today. Over there on the right. Back toward the rear.
I saw a lot of them. It's awesome.
Glad they're able to be here.
We got ourselves a great one here,
We have a
Walt.
great one, guys. It is great. And we are locked in, guys.
6 fouls, so you don't have any to give. Can't commit one here.
And Antonio Marshall gets it inside to Aaron. He gets the layup to go with the buzzer. Wow. And that's 33 to 31. The Warriors get the lead, and we will be back after the half. right, guys, and we are back. And Antonio Marshall has the ball, gives it to Tyree Mosley. At the right wing is Antonio Marshall, right corner, Brooks Shoon, dab steps, goes toward the middle, step through, goes up and over the top, doesn't get it to go, but Andrade fouls him.
Haven't said Brooks' name in a while, except when we were commenting on his foul numbers keeping him on the bench.
And I mean, if he doesn't foul now, this can definitely give the Warriors more of an advantage. They had the lead going into the half without them playing most of it because Aaron Hall did get 4 good points.
How about that little buzzer beater?
And that buzzer beater at the same time. So. And Brooks Shoon knocks it down. Laster gets the ball. It is a 3-point lead for the Warriors. Laster pump fakes, scoops it, and gets it to go. Laster with the score.
Aaron plays good defense. That's a really nice bucket from Laster.
That was a great defense. But this is what happens when you play with people that you know so often. I guess he knew that he could get it off. And Mosley, that's off, rebounded by Octavius Davis. In and out, cuts through. Harry Marshall loses it. Davis gets it. Reverse layup.
Wouldn't mind a little seesaw game here, back and forth. That'd be fun for the second half.
Be fun for us, not for them. Nobody wants to trade leads.
The blood pressure of the.
I think it makes it fun. That makes the game fun.
It does. But if I'm in the game, I'm furious. Get a stop. Sorry guys, I have a hard time following directions.
I also wasn't being very clear.
Look at us being over accountable.
No, it was my fault.
No, mine.
No.
But I think that was Micah's fault as he misses that.
Well done, sir. Well done.
He just plays into that.
Yeah, I was gonna play it whether he made it or missed it. And he played that and missed the pass. And that one goes. I'm falling into these ones, guys.
You were made for this.
Harry Marshall tries to feed the ball to Mosley and doesn't get it. From Tyree Mosley.
Because the entire court is their ring.
Yeah, their spacing on offense is next level.
It's insane.
They space so much, we don't have enough camera for
That's
them.
what I'm saying.
These two guys going in.
Trey ball up top.
One of the things that impresses me about Mosley and Laster is a lot of these guys, not all, a lot of them play against each other consistently. And when you know what someone wants to do and you can't stop it anyway, that speaks to their offensive abilities.
There's some things you just have to give up.
I don't see that much from the tone.
Phil Andrade goes all the way, left hand, and gets the finish.
You can't contest that shot.
You cannot.
If you're Brooks, you cannot contest it.
Because Brooks has 3 fouls. Any foul at this point is huge for Brooks. And Harry Marshall gets it to Brooks Shoon, who slips. Gets it to Aaron Hall, back to Brooks. He'll fade, gets it back to Aaron. It's 12 seconds on the clock, down to 10. Harry Marshall will drive all the way. Right-hand layup, doesn't get it to go. And it goes to Laster. They slow the ball down. Laster is playing like he's on a mission right now.
He is.
Spurs have a
That's to win his first
lead.
championship. Him and Sammy have had some close runs at it.
Absolutely.
They're both on the Nets, correct?
They were both on the Nets, and that is a foul from Harry.
They lost in the championship to the Warriors 2 seasons ago. Nope, they lost
Team Spurs.
Yes.
The Nets.
They lost. I got you. I remember now. 2 seasons ago, they lost in the finals to the Warriors. 3 seasons ago, they lost in the semifinals as the number 1 seed. That Warriors team that beat them lost to the Suns. So they
That
have.
was when the Warriors were like not new, but like new. They were growing.
So
That was when Tyree came out, or Otis created the Warriors.
So Otis starts with the Warriors in that first season. Their first season, our second season. They lose in the finals on the Ray Lawrence buzzer beater. They don't have a team the third season because Tyree and Latrell go to the Spurs.
That's when the Kings came into the
Pacers
league. And
formed.
the Pacers, yeah.
And then they came back the following year. Otis is the coach again. They lose in the finals. And then they've won the last 2 seasons. And here we are.
Yeah, there we are. They're trying to three-peat. There's a bit of history lesson for you guys from Mr. Jonathan Henschel, the historian.
Someday I will forget all this and I will be disappointed with myself. But while it's still there.
He's not telling the truth, guys. He's going to remember this. It's going to be on his gravestone.
And I just hope these guys have enjoyed it as much as we have.
And Octavius Davis up high. Down hard, Octavius Davis.
We got a 9-point game, Walt.
Yeah.
And let's see what the Warriors have.
And that'll be a blocking foul.
Look who's at the free throw line.
And Antonio Marshall will go to the line.
There's something to be said about his ability to do that.
Hoodoo's mom.
That woman loves her son.
She has been driving my soul today.
She's amazing.
Like,
You can see on Facebook the love she has for him.
when she's not here.
Oh yeah, she defends him above
When
no
she's not
other.
here, she's all in the comments.
Oh yeah, that's you know LeVar. Y'all know LeVar Ball. There we go. That's all you need to know. That's his mom.
funny.
But I love it though. Every single second of it. The love is tremendous.
It's so real.
It's so real. It's tremendous. It's something you would die for.
And we've loved being able to create a family-friendly atmosphere. That's been a great part of this. You see people come out.
I like when the players' kids play with each other.
Absolutely.
That's the
So Andre
top
Robinson
tier.
Jr. and Senior.
Just the top
Can't
tier.
have them run on the court and get hurt, you know?
No, I mean the little babies.
Oh, the little ones. I'm like, oh, Junior Senior. I think the only.
Like Mason and Duke Martin are pretty good friends. That's John's son.
Yeah. There's kids all over the place.
We had Ryan and AJ.
Oh, when he showed up for that one game.
Yes. Oh, they picked on him. I felt so bad.
If I would have told you in the middle of that game,
And Michael Bradford is in the shoot motion. No shot.
if I had told you during that game, they lost to the Heat, it wasn't good, that Suns team would go on to win the tournament, the whole thing, a few weeks later, you would have thought I was
They did the
crazy.
same thing that the Warriors did
They
last
did.
season.
And it is all about who you have down the stretch. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter how you play before the tournament starts. Now, the better seed you are, theoretically, the easier your path is, but it matters how you play in the tournament.
Yeah, the year they had Brian Zirkle and all of those guys.
They lost in the finals with Zirkle.
Yeah.
That was when they played first. I remember them saying,
Yeah.
holy cow, shut
And
Can we just maybe use a Kevin Harlan reference and say that Marshall just absolutely torpedoed his way into the lane there?
This guy just had a child, guys. Well, his wife
did.
child.
Thank you.
All three of us. All three of us.
And right now the Spurs are clicking on offense.
And the Spurs are clicking right now. It is an 8-point lead. They are 12 minutes away, well, 11:45 away from possibly clinching this. They just have to hold on to this lead that they have right now. They're playing solid defense. They got the Warriors kind of on their heels, hunting this 3-ball right now as everybody's spacing out. And Miko Sullivan Sr. shoots it, doesn't get it to go. Miko has been
What the
cold.
Spurs are doing, controlling the pace, the spacing, setting screens, all this stuff, they have the Warriors in a straitjacket right now with what they're doing on offense.
And Michael Bradford goes all the way, reverses, and gets it to go.
And why would you not go at Schoon? He's still currently unable to play defense.
And that was huge for them early. Brooks might have cost them some defense. And that's another miss. Then it's Koger. And it'll stay with the Warriors.
It's good to see Laster back in. Him and Bradford both shaken up a bit. Seems like they're okay.
Championship game. They can't sit. They got to play.
It's a pivotal stretch for the Warriors. You're down 10 with 10 to go. You got to get back into this thing. That's Koger on Mosley. Oh my.
And step back. Mid-range shot.
How many hours does it take to work on a move like that?
For him, I don't know. And that's a bucket. Well, that's a foul. Dennis Koger gets to the line.
The Spurs, I don't know that I'd say fresher. They just look a little bit quicker at the moment.
They look, to be honest with you, I'm watching the way that they're playing, and the Spurs look so determined right now. Their energy is up no matter what. They're communicating. They're locked in. There's not a lot of talking going on outside of anything basketball.
They know what
related.
they're looking for.
They're not playing to the crowd.
Yeah.
They're in this game right now, and this is the way I like to see the Spurs play. And they're keeping their heads cool, even when they were down. They were able to make a run. And right now, Dennis makes this one, makes it a 10-point game for him. So that's good for him with 10 minutes remaining in this game. But if anybody can come back, it is the Warriors. And Antonio Marshall gets his own rebound, but he's still there. That's a travel violation. He is stood up. That's a travel violation. Antonio Marshall. And Dennis Koger all the way. After the pace was created, the Spurs have the advantage right now. They're putting a little pressure on the Warriors.
They are plus 14 in this half.
They are. And that was a foul. Trey Johnson.
Team's third.
I wish we'd seen the Trey Johnson we saw earlier in our
That
season.
man, what he did defensively around the rim.
It's insane.
I'm not sure we've seen a better shot blocker.
Devin Vin is the closest we'll see.
He's making his move now. He's definitely going to get some votes for Defensive Player of the Year.
Absolutely. We have some guys. We have the Devin Vince, the Latrell Tidwells. I mean, funny thing is, you can even say Terrell Hendricks or D. Bradley. Those guys average over almost a block and a half a game.
There's a lot of guys I could say. Terrell's won Defensive Player of the Year twice. D was top 5 in steals and blocks, I believe, this year.
Absolutely.
Antonio Dyson's had his fair share.
He's a great defensive player. Like
Antonio tends to do it with his timing.
And that foul is assessed to number
We have a foul number 24, Tony Marshall.
This is third foul. And Sammy Hines has Marshall guarding him. And he gets stripped. And he loses it, but he gets it back. He drives all the way. He gets it blocked by Trey Johnson, as we talked about his defensive prowess. It's a 10-point lead with 7
That's still announcer's jinx, I think.
And tries to get it into him, but he doesn't get it to go.
Matt didn't like that.
All right, Jimmy. I call Trey.
And he gets the ball to Tyree Mosley. He drives, steps inside hand. Gets
Tyree Mosley inside for 2.
Tyree Mosley looking like he's going to have to put on the scoring cap now in the last 7 minutes of this game, 6:39 to be exact.
Well, they haven't had to have a lot of heroics in their last 2 championship wins.
They have not.
They,
it's been pretty
this
easy.
is unfamiliar territory for them.
I believe that they beat their strongest competition early on. Like the teams that give them the best run for their money, they beat them early.
I mean,
And then Micah Bradford getting all the way through.
the semifinal game against the Lakers last year, the 1-point win, that was an absolute bloodbath. Excuse me. Championship game, it was a 30-point game. The other team just kind of runs out of gas. 2 years ago, when they beat the Nets in the final, they won by 7, but they felt like they were in control.
And Antonio Marshall knocks it down from deep, making it a 7-point game.
6 to 49.
This is fun. This is fun, Walt.
And great pass from Micah Bradford inside to Octavius Davis. Micah Bradford is having them a game, guys.
Unstoppable on offense right now, the Spurs team.
And that's a miss. Rebound Montavious Davis, and the Spurs looking like they're controlling this game. And I believe Matt Cunningham's minutes early in the last game definitely gave his stars a chance to play ball.
Yeah, foul number 22, his second.
And Dennis Corrigan checking into the game for Trey Johnson. Now they have all of their starters out. And I believe they're going to finish the last 5 minutes of the game. Pending foul trouble. And with Brooke Schoen being out there.
Sammy in for Phil, but you may as well have 6 starters with those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Sammy being a bench player for them is huge.
Brooks has to guard at some point.
Micah Bradford just knocks it down. Micah Bradford for 3. Wow. Micah Bradford has been the difference.
49-61.
And Martavius Laster gets the steal. Gets it to Octavius Davis. And he scores. 14-point game. It's a 14-point game. I had net Spurs. All right, guys. And Antonio Marshall lays it up.
Floating in midair.
And he's just consistent.
I didn't know that it would matter as much at the time. Those 3 quick fouls for Schoen have totally changed this
Changed
game.
his entire game.
Yep.
That's great defense, and he still gets it to go. Martavius Laster.
He is, as you might say, in his bag right now.
He is definitely in his bag. Like those fries at the bottom.
Is there a better feeling?
No. Those fries get ate first.
Especially after, I was going to say, if you didn't know and you finish the rest of them and then you go back and you know there's more, that to me is hard to top.
My thing is that the bag takes a lot of the grease off of the fry. So it doesn't taste as greasy. And
You're not thinking about your health, you're thinking about the taste of your
I'm
french
thinking about the
fries.
taste of the french fry. Something about that bag that he wasn't able to miss that one, though.
This is going to be tough. 14, 3.5 to play.
And that is a risky pass, but laid up in the air.
Just not enough defensively for the Warriors in this one.
And I'm seeing a lot of urgency and intensity from the Spurs right now. And Antonio Marshall knocks it down from deep. 10-point game still.
13 with 3 to play. What do you have to do to pull this off?
Well, 13 points, sorry.
Yeah,
Make everything.
One, you got to get a stop. The Spurs are just unconscious
Right
offensively.
now,
in this
I don't
half.
think that was a good shot from Kobe.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Does not matter. I'm just thinking clock. If you got this much on the clock, this much time, I would milk a lot of it if you got a 13-point lead. But when you're knocking shots like that down, I can't say anything. Pack the bag. Is it Maui? Is it Honolulu? It's a travel regardless.
You're going to have to stop the game. You can tell the scoreboard's off.
The scoreboard has not changed.
Yeah, it went to 70.
It's supposed to be 70 to...
It's 70-54.
70 to 54.
Take a quick time out here, Aaron.
All right, we'll be back shortly, guys.
Yep, now they're good.
He got 3 fouls.
They have had no regard for the shot clock. They're so confident on offense, they just keep going at the hoop.
I mean, they do play better fast. And Miko Sullivan Sr. goes all the way and one.
Whoops. Not the time for a foul.
Martavius Master. And he makes the free throw. It's a 13-point game. And Michael Bradford lays it up but doesn't get it to go.
And again, I know you're up, but you can't.
And Booksoon gets it.
You can't shoot it. You can't shoot the ball 25 seconds left on the shot clock. You got to use the shot clock.
That doesn't look like a championship formula, but when you have a lead like this,
no, I get it. You've played amazing on offense, freely, passing, shooting, all that, but with 16-point lead and now 13 with 2 to play, you got to play to the clock a little bit.
one player that reminds me of someone who manages the game when it's low was Brian Hernandez. When he played in the league, when he had a lead with at least a minute or 2 left, he held the ball, he made sure he burnt the clock and secured the win. All right, Laster loses that win. It's out of bounds on Laster.
2 straight turnovers, like 5 seconds in. Just can't have that. Oh my goodness.
And another turnover.
That would have got it to 9.
And Bradford gonna take his time.
And if the Spurs pull this off, Matt, Dennis, and Trey will all have 4 championships.
4 championships.
And we have a blocking foul, number 31, Brooks Green.
And this could be the end of an
There's
era.
the 4th foul. Well,
it's still Spurs Warriors era technically. They kind of splitting them. And then you have a couple of Suns.
yeah, your Suns won, but these 2 teams have consistently, these 2 franchises, I like to say, have consistently been right there at the top. And they gave us a great season, a great tournament, a good game here, and the Spurs just did not miss in the second half. That is now 3 in a row. I cannot believe that. After how well they played offensively.
And Miko Sullivan Sr. shoots that from deep, doesn't get it to go. Martavius last.
Great rebound. Wow.
Gonna get it to Sammy Hines.
Now it's
get it
going to be
Michael
nearly
Bradford.
impossible.
Now it's not looking too nice. And Octavius Davis with the bucket inside. And Antonio Marshall shoots it from deep and knocks it down.
They don't want to go away.
And it's still a 10-point game. Timeout assessed to the Warriors. All right, guys.
Well, how about no turnovers here if you're the Spurs?
Yeah, no turnovers for the Spurs is what we need. And Laster will go up, lay the ball up in. And it's looking like the Warriors are giving up. And I see
the
another
first
deep shot in
team.
the future. Antonio Marshall from deep. And
First team wearing a white jersey to lift the K1 championship.
And Octavius Davis gets a bucket inside. And the Spurs get the championship, guys. And that is the ball game. Final score 76-62. The K1 Spurs are your champions.
Back on top. Congrats to them.
Back on top to the Spurs. Shout out to all the new guys. Thank you guys for tuning in this season. We will see you guys in Augusto.